This is Minsun Song from Valdosta State University. Let me firstly introduce you to my two other co-authors, Yun Huang from U.S.A University and Namun Ki from University of Miami. The paper that I'm presenting here today is Does the risk perception on interlocal collaboration hinder the effective network arrangement? Let me start with our research question. Our research question is, do the total and different risk levels in a dyadic perspective of collaboration really matter in the network arrangement? As you know, despite a general consensus of the necessity of collaboration, the risk mechanism embedded in interorganizational relation is still unanswered. For these reasons, our study aims to examine the effect of the collaboration risk level on forging interorganizational networks. As a theoretical framework, we adopt like institutional collective action framework. This framework explains well about the weak problem. In the mechanism, those weak problem cannot be solved by a single actor, but collective action by diverse actors can do something to manage those situations. In this institutional collective action explains about the fragmentation of authority. When diverse actors wanna work together, then there are some kind of functional and vertical and horizontal fragmentation authority there. And so based upon that, like in emergency management situation, diverse actors such as police station and government and the fire station and other medical centers, those actors want to work together for their collective goals. Still, each actor has their fragmented authority. So in order to overcome those kind of institutional collective action dilemmas, we have to check what kind of the collaboration risk factors exist. There are three dimensions. The first one is in coordination that emerges in establishing the connectedness among functionally and administratively relative stakeholders. The second one is division problems. It arises when a location of the joint gains from collaboration is blurred, or the nature of the mutual benefit from general agreement on collective goals has difficulty in distributing the gains. Lastly, the defection risk. It emerges that a participant does not comply with a mutual contract. So each actor perceives the risk, but in that case, they also assess their cost and benefit. Based on those assessment, they decide whether or not to join these kind of collective action. Also, we want to stress that even though there's a collective action has been made, but each member and each actor might perceive different level of collaboration. Two hypotheses. The first one is total level of the risk perception, and second one is about risk perception disparity. So firstly, we're gonna test about the total level between the actors. So basically, we just sum up each actor's perceived risk level. The second one, we are looking at the difference between two actors. So, for example, like the first actor might perceive their collaboration risk high, but the other might feel less burden on joining the networks. So, based upon our two hypotheses, just we set up the research design. Here's the research site. Our research site is the Seoul metropolitan area in South Korea. As you can see here, I mean, especially on the right side, you can see 25 local municipalities. Data that we use for this research is 2015 Seoul Emergency Management Survey. We had three different dimensional questions for in coordination, division, and defection. With those questions, we generate a single collaboration risk index, and the value of Chromba alpha indicates 0.829, which is pretty reliable. Um, there are three different types of the organizations for this research: local government, a fire station, and police station. Also, we conduct a quadric assignment procedure logistic regression model by using U.S.A 6.0. With 58 other organizations, we yield 1653 observations. This is the variables, measures, and data sources table. Here's the result of QAP correlations. This is the analytic result of QAP logistic regression models. Here is like odds ratio is reported. So we can see there's a negative relationship between collaboration risk level and network arrangement. So it means like the total level of collaboration risk negatively affect the willingness of network arrangement. On the other hand, like the disparity between, disparity of a collaboration risk between two actors shows like a positive relationship with network arrangement. It means like if the like a perception gap is bigger between two different actors, they're more likely to work together. And so here's our main findings with this research. And so here are discussion and conclusions. So the risk control really matters in forging sustainable ties for a better response. That means like if we can relieve the total level of the collaboration risk, then it will facilitate interorganizational collaboration. Also, beyond the total level of the collaboration risk, the disparity of the perceived risk level between the actors matters as well. So those 2 points that we can consider and rethink in order to have better networked collaboration and organizations. Thank you all, and as I mentioned earlier, hopefully hope to see you next year in person. Thank you.